We're back to remove the racking from this van and put it into a new Volkswagen T6.
So what you're saying is, Bosch, don't bother.
No, I think Bosch are good, but I've got you there because I know this ain't mine, it's Richard's drill.
Everyone, Beach Cafe, we've got a kneeling down from number 3, I reckon.
Hey guys, Mark here from Whitebox, and we are back at BSW Electrical. Ben Woods asked us back after 7 years to take the racking out of his old van, Transit Custom, and you can look back at the old video we did. One of the first videos we've ever done. It's got nearly 100,000 views, so someone must have liked it. Maybe it's my mum, keep watching it. And we're back to remove the racking from this van and put it into a new Volkswagen T6. So let's just have a look at what we're going to do here. So as you can see, here's the racking that we fitted just over 7 years ago, the floor. We're gonna shorten down this side to go into this van because it's a twin side low door, and move this over to the other side. And if we look at the new van, nice, shiny and lovely, we're gonna be putting a new floor in here, and we're gonna put in the linings as well. And it really proves how sustainable and long lasting sort of my racking is. You know, it's already done 7 years, and it'll probably do another 7 years in this van. And all we're going to have to do here is put in a new floor and linings. Had Ben gone for another Transit Custom, we could have swapped the whole thing over, but he's made the right choice and gone for a Volkswagen. So let's get the van unloaded and start getting this racking out. You didn't order a bin, did you? I think I did for my van, but I put them on your order so I didn't have to pay for the carriage. We're in the van now, we're just about to reline it. These are the standard linings that come with the van. A lot of dealers, they'll stick a ply kit on here, screw around the edges, and actually sometimes they'll put it over the top, which adds excess weight. Now these linings we've got here, they're polyurethane honeycomb linings, really tough, and actually about 60% lighter than wood. So what we're going to be doing is replacing this OE panel here, and then we've got the additional panels that are going to go up into here. This is going to stop anything inside the van that might fall off a shelf, dink in the outside. You know, we're okay here, we're double skinned, but up here, this is the outside of the van, and it can put really horrible, annoying dents in there. So I would really recommend having some of these over having wood. There's less screws, there's less weight, and actually they're very wipe clean as well, whereas ply can stain. So we're going to get these in. Rich is just here now, sticking that one in. We've already taken the bottom panel out, and we'll go around and get the whole van done. So yeah, we were looking on this side panel, and some vehicles will have some extras fitted, and this van's full of extras. So we've had some wiring which is coming up under the panel on this side, and actually the wiring harness is clipped in where one of our panel clips are going to go. So what I've had to do is make a decision of either A, move the wiring, which I've discovered is not possible, or B, we'll have to leave that lower clip out. Now I'm satisfied that that is all clipped in properly. It's the very last bit. So we're going to leave the panel out. The wire that is sitting on top of or behind the plastic clip that's holding the wiring in, so it's not going to rub on the wiring. You know, it's essential that this van lasts at least another 10 years, and what we don't want to happen is in 3 or 4 years time that's rubbed through the wiring and suddenly the central locking opens or doesn't work and Ben can't get into his tools. This is Richard's drill, okay? So this is not even a Bosch Professional, this is a household drill, but it just happened to be primed up with the right end.
So what you're saying is, Bosch, don't bother.
No, I think Bosch are good. Go Bosch, but go Bosch Blue, Bosch Professional. Definitely, I've got some Bosch stuff. Bosch Blue, the green stuff's the stuff you get at DIY stores, but yeah, it's all right. It does the job. Because I know the comments I'll get. I know someone will go on there going, "Oh, look at him using that stuff," and I'll be like, "I've got you there because I know this ain't mine. It's Richard's drill." This is the OE panel we've just taken off the rear door, and this is the new lightweight Sortimo one. But you can see we've got the hole for the handle, but there's no hole here for the switch. So this is probably an optional extra on this vehicle, that switch goes into that hole. that release switch, and it's not on there. So what we're going to have to do is shadow board that, draw around it, and cut out a hole for this to go into. Got that cut out now, fingers crossed, and I've still got all my fingers. That now fits in there. So yeah, looks as good as it should. So I can now pop in the switch. Well, that's it. All the lightweight linings are now fitted. Next for us is to put the floor in, line it, get the racking out and measure that up, make sure all that fits nicely too. Right, the floor's in, Richard's tightening it down, but it's not all work here at Whitebox. Last week we entered a paddleboarding competition to raise some money for a local charity. So let's go over to Hove Lagoon to see how we got on. Welcome to Hove Lagoon, and here we are for a charity paddleboarding contest. So Whitebox is a sponsor part of the day. We are here supporting St Wilfrid's Hospice, who supported some of my family through their final days. So they do a really good job of supporting people with end-of-life treatment. Here's the team, Matt, and behind the camera we've got Morgan, and today we'll be raising money for St Wilfrid's Hospice. In a minute we're just about to sign up, get the wristbands. We're going to be heading off for a practice paddle. I think today will be mostly about swimming and getting sunburn. So join us for a little paddle. The Whitebox waterloggers. Yeah. The wet bandits. We are the Whitebox Warriors. Hey, I must have picked that name a little while ago when I was filling out the forms. I've been on a paddleboard once, these two never. So Morgan is the expert here. He'll have a little chuckle at that because he's a bit worried. So yeah, we're going to get in the water and give it a go.
Down goes the paddle and away you go. Here we go. Oh, a helpful push from teammate has just tipped him over a little bit. It's all about the teamwork, that's what we like to see. It's looking like Norton & Co looking extremely strong on that far right hand side over by the Beach Cafe. We've got a kneeling down from it's just the room number 3, I reckon. That's it, that was fantastic. That's in the spirit of things. It lost leg. You can't win the race on your knees, I'm afraid.
That's the first heat out of the way. The second heats are on the go. So the Whitebox Warriors came 5th out of the first 14 to go. Really happy with that result. We had our camera guy here. He absolutely steamed it. Morgan, the pro, was well out in front. And I think the rest of us now have got a bit of practice in. I'm certainly ready to go harder next time. I reckon we can place better than 5th. But I mean, look at all these lovely businesses and charities here. You know, there's been about 20,000 raised for Sussex charities here today. It's a beautiful day. There's lots of lovely people. I'm loving it. Okay, we're here just at the end of the demolition derby. We've got Matt out there. He's having a go on his own. And we've done really well. So in the first heat, we got a 5th. In the second heat, we got a 4th, and we made it to the final. Now, we didn't disgrace ourselves in the final too much. We came in 7th overall out of 28 teams that were here. For 3 people that had really never done paddleboarding before and our pro behind the camera, I think that's a really good shout. And everyone here has had an amazing day. Load of money's been raised, and Matt's out there currently bashing people up on the paddleboard. Let's get amongst it.
For that. Oh, I see.
Justin, how did you and your team get on today?
The truth, we came last, I think.
Mate, but you were here, you put in an effort, right?
No. Sam. Come on, Sam.
Just the look. Just the look says it all, mate. Just the look.
No, that was a good try, man. It was all good.
Nice. Well, we were cheering them on anyway, well, as possible, including the photographer. Oh, and he's off. But here we are at the end of the day. And look, the barbecue's going, the beers are flowing, and we've all had a bloody good time. And we came here with no expectations at all, did we?
None.
Yeah,
No
that was
one
good, yeah, thanks.
in the whole team fell off.
And then I think we came 7th overall in the final.
Yeah, was that 7th? That's good.
And then the demolition derby, our very own Matt and Morgan went in for it. Morgan only went and won it. And we were like, that guy's coming in and tailing him, but you just kind of navigated your way. There was lots of stuff going on behind you, and 2 guys on the red paddle boards went for you, smashed each other behind. They went off. I think you got a bit of a ripple, kind of bobbed along, and then you were just going.
It was a bit like 2 trains coming together, and I was just slipped through the crossing.
I was just there screaming, going, "Watch your back!" Because there was a guy following after him who was clearly like, "I'm having that guy off," and you just dusted him, mate. It was brilliant.
I'll be honest, it was actually only when I heard your voices, like when I heard, especially particularly Matt go, "Come on!" like that, I suddenly went, "Oh, I've actually got to.
I've got to go.
Go now."
Well, good. So we G'd you on.
Yeah, you did.
It was definitely the coffee earlier on, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was a winner.
helped us.
How did you find it like today?
First time on a paddleboard, and I really loved it.
It was nice to meet quite a lot of people in the business community that we kind of work with or see or chat. I mean, you've seen some people that have come along to some of our wilderness events. You know, there was some people here who run small businesses.
Beautiful weather on Sussex Day as well.
Yeah,
Is it Sussex Day today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're in Sussex blue.
Yeah,
Happy
exactly.
Sussex Day. Well,
There you go.
there's a thing for a walk on the well side tomorrow then.
Nice.
Yeah, we got our topic now.
There you go. I was just thinking, when you were saying about local charities, did Neil say in the intro it's 20 independent
Yeah,
small
20.
charities
Yeah.
being supported by
Yeah.
one event? That's brilliant. That, you know, like Neil said in the intro, there's a lot of big charities that kind of hoover up a lot of the attention and the funds, and really nice to see other charities have the opportunity to share their work. So
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And you know, St Wilfrid's making a difference. Thank you, St Wilfrid's, for supporting us. Thank you for sending the T-shirts. I know they wanted to be with us today, but unfortunately, I think they had someone off on holiday. They just couldn't get down here. But they've sent us a lovely video, written us a wonderful card just to say thank you, and they really appreciate the work we've done today. So we've really helped the community by and having a fun day at it too.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Nice one, guys.
good.
Okay, that's enough messing around and doing stuff for the community. Let's get back to the install. So what we've got to do now is take this racking out, and we can sit it on the floor of the new van. Now, obviously, they're slightly different vans, but being as they're relatively the same length, we should be able to find some places where we can bolt it to. So we'll put it on the floor, make sure it's in a good position. Also, Ben wants us to shorten this racking because it's a twin side load door. So when we've got this one out, we're going to remove that front end. So we've just got this piece here. We'll then put it on the floor and mark out where the holes are going to go and put the brackets on the side, drill those. Then you have to take the floor out again to put the T-nuts in underneath. And then it all goes back in for the final fit.
Oh, I've just seen it. From 7 years ago.
The brackets that we fit into the van, but they come flat like this. So we've got this tool which we can bend the brackets with. Makes things so much easier. So I know there, just from experience, a small kink first. It's better to be able to go back to it and come. So that there just needs a little bit more of a kink. Now if you don't have one of these, you can use a vise or some grips, or you can get a professional to do it. See, I've just overdone that one a little bit, but I can kink that back. And there we go, I've got a bracket ready to go. And that's it, we're done. The racking is now installed. new linings, new floor. It's only taken us about 4 hours to do that, and that includes installing the new linings. As you can see over there, apart from Ben's tools that he's got to transfer over, that van is now empty. That floor is staying in there because obviously we're going from a Transit Custom into a Volkswagen T6. If you've got any comments or questions about the install, then please stick them in the comments. We'd love to hear them. And I've been doing this job for 10 years now, and I'm always learning. So if you can see something that we've done and you think there's a way that we could do it better, please comment and let us know, and we will respond to those. So yeah, there it is. All it's left to do now is for Ben to empty the last of his tools out and stick them in here, and then he's ready to go out on the road and continue his work. Thanks for watching.